The 7 vital lessons about money you were never taught in school. Super valuable. Hi awesome people, this is Finance Boss with a new Money Talks video. But before anything, do like and share this video to spread the knowledge. So let's get into the 7 essential money lessons you never learned in school. Number 1 essential money lesson is how to distinguish a sales pitch from quality financial advice. I really wish schools had taught us how to distinguish a sales pitch from quality financial advice. The best way to make sure that you're getting good financial advice instead of a sales pitch is to look for what's called a fiduciary. A fiduciary is a licensed professional who's legally obligated to put clients' interest ahead of their own. If they pitch you something that was only good for them but not good for you, they would get in big trouble with the SEC, so you could definitely count on a fiduciary for quality financial advice. Number 2, how to save money on taxes. Did you know that taxes are going to be your single biggest expense over your lifetime? But then again, if you think about it, why would the government want you to know this stuff? They want you to pay all your taxes because that essentially means more revenue for them. That's why you gotta take matters into your own hands. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is evil and out to get your money. It's just that nobody's gonna care about your financial well-being as much as you do. Everyone's looking out for themselves. Next up, number 3, is how to talk about money with your friends and family. Normally, we share all kinds of information with the people around us about health, career, travel, and food. And this helps us learn from each other's mistakes and benefit from each other's experience. I grew up in a household where money was a source of significant stress, yet it wasn't discussed at all, learning in real life the hard way on my own as an adult. I graduated with so many student loans, spent way too much money, and I felt so much shame around it for so long because I just never talked about it with anyone. And I didn't find out until way later on that a lot of my friends and peers were in the same boat. Had I shared more about my financial stress, I probably could have found a lot of support and encouragement, not felt so alone, and basically learned how to manage my money better, quicker, by learning from other people who are going through the same stuff. However, the moment I started sharing my friends and family about my student loans, I instantly felt better. And that is what enabled me to shift my attention from feeling all heavy and embarrassed about it to actually just paying it off. Number 4, how to budget. Budgeting is basically telling your money where to go before it goes to Uber Eats, Seamless, Amazon, or Netflix, or wherever people spend their money. So, I don't really believe in maintaining spreadsheets and budgeting out every single line item of your life. But you do have to have a general idea of how much you spend and what you spend your money on. A more hands-off form of budgeting is the pay yourself budget, which is the one that I currently do myself. And with the pay yourself budget, you save a portion of everything you make, just some sort of fixed percentage amount, and then you just pay your bills and you have fun with the rest. Regardless of the type of budgeting you do, just pick a system that works for you and learn and practice how to do it. Otherwise, you'll never get out of that cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and wondering where your money went each month. Number 5, the difference between being rich and looking rich. You can easily drive a really nice car, live in a really nice home, and wear expensive clothes. But if you have no investments, no money saved up, and nothing but a bunch of debts, you're actually really poor. And I didn't really get this until I became more of an adult. And this is a situation that many Americans are in. They look rich, but they're actually in a very financially delicate situation. According to this CNBC article, a $1,000 emergency would push a lot of Americans into debt. Crazy, right? And this isn't one of the richest countries in the world. Just goes to show looking rich doesn't actually mean you're rich by any means. So, the true definition of a rich person is someone who has assets. I don't mean assets like fancy remote luggage and expensive dresses, but I'm talking stocks, bonds, real estate stuff that puts money in your pocket. And not only does a rich person have assets, but they have a lot less liabilities that offset those assets. So, assets put money in your pocket by either throwing off some cash flow or something that appreciates in value so you can sell for a gain. Whereas liabilities take money out of your pocket in the form of interest or principal that you have to pay every month. If you have more assets than liabilities, then you have what's called a positive net worth. And the more positive and bigger your net worth, the richer you are. Number 6 is how credit cards work. Somehow, spending money on plastic just doesn't seem like spending real money. Unfortunately, I've never heard of a school that actually teaches a class on how to use credit cards wisely. It's so easy to swipe your card, and a lot of people, especially young people, will get themselves into trouble because they don't understand the concept that you're basically front-loading your spending whenever you swipe your card and you're borrowing your money from your future. And eventually, all that catches up to you. But here's a little explanation on how credit card interest really works. Every credit card comes with an APR, or annual percentage rate. Although this looks like an interest rate, you'll actually end up paying more in interest than what this number shows. And that's because credit card interest compounds daily. Ideally, you pay off your credit card balance in full every single month. That way, you can still get all the airline miles and the rewards and all the awesome stuff that you get with credit cards. Last but not least, number 7 essential money lesson you never learned in school is how to build a good credit score. Your credit score is super important, but unfortunately, most people don't find out until it's a little too late. You need a good credit score in order to apply for apartments, apply for credit cards, mortgages, or loans of any kind. There are 6 factors that go into your credit score, and you can start working on these as soon as you turn 18. So, the most important factors are payment history, or the percentage of payments you've made on time. Also, credit card utilization show how much credit you're using compared to your overall credit limit, and also derogatory marks. In other words, if there are any collections or bankruptcies filed in your name. Other less important factors that affect your credit score are credit age. So, the average age of all of your accounts is also the number of total accounts both in the past and present. And finally, the number of hard inquiries, or the number of times that you've applied for credit. I think it's a good idea to start building your credit as soon as you can. Even when you're still in school, and there are plenty of credit cards out there for students, and even if you don't have a credit card history at all, so definitely start with those as soon as you turn 18, which is pretty much when you can apply for a credit card. In the end, I believe it's insane that we didn't get familiar with any of the stuff in school. No doubt do I believe it's pitiful that a great deal of grown-ups go their entire lives while never learning this stuff. Definitely, yet is there anything we can do about it? Indeed, plainly there is something significantly ailing in the schooling framework, yet you can assume control over issues. There are so many things that we can't really learn in school, but if I'm gonna try to tell you all of those things, then I guess this video will take forever. But I tried to simplify it for you. I hope you learned something new again. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Finance Boss for more videos about making, saving, investing money, and other life-changing videos. See you next time.